Hi guys, it's Sharonda from Providence Life Design. So this IGTV video is about, it's going to talk about some trends that are amazing. I don't see them leaving the kitchen design market anytime soon, because they are helpful in the way humans move in the space such as the kitchen, and it's going to make life easier and better. But the other reason why I'm making mention of these particular trends is because, so if you're embarking on a kitchen renovation, okay, for you to know, okay, what am I owed? Okay, what is available to me? What is someone who their focus is to have the kitchen of their dreams? What do they have? Maybe it's part of my kitchen dream, so for you to kind of gauge as to like what level or like what kind of things you should see offered to you, and then for you to gauge, like, if you are going to be driven by price, what find out what benefits are out there in regards to design that you can maybe take or you could leave or you need, and then you just choose wisely, because ultimately, in my opinion, I feel, high design is available to everyone. Okay. It doesn't really matter, like, what your price point is. So I'm going to talk quickly about those trends. Now, the first thing that I think is really important, and then it kind of like, they're all related to each other because this is all kitchen design. So one thing that is important is going to be on the market. It is not necessarily kitchen design per se. It is appliance. It's what the appliance companies are putting out. And that is refrigerators with glass doors. Who wants a glass front refrigerator? Now, if you are second guessing that, you may also be the person that doesn't want open cabinetry, does not want, shelves, overhead shelves, instead of actual closed cabinets. We all want to squirrel away what's going on in our cabinets. And, if your space allows for it, let's just say you do have a butler pantry, you do have a designated space to do your dry goods storing, or your refrigerator is big enough, or you have more than one refrigerator. Like, it's like, what can you, do you want that? Do you not want that? Right? So, glass front kitchen doors, I think, are amazing. I personally love it. As I do also open shelving. I feel as if, above head cabinets can kind of claustrophobe, can just like make you really like enclosed, and can closet you in or take up valuable space. I mean, I'm a little bit different when it comes to interior design. I think about how people live in the space and what they need it for, and then like what their thought process is and all of that other kind of stuff. But some people, they just like, a kitchen is a kitchen is a kitchen. They don't care, right? But if you could control it, don't put cabinets. Don't inundate your entire above head wall space with installed cabinets if you can choose to not do that. Put them off to the side. Don't make it the main focal point, okay? So we talked about the open shelving. A lot of people, they're not a big fan of the open shelving. Here in Florida, they still build houses that have louver windows. It's like, wait a minute, I'm in North America. Why do I have louver windows? That was like a big thing for me, when I was looking to settle. I'm like, oh no, this is not Guyana. And back home when I was in Guyana, okay, I had help, right? Because it's like, who's cleaning all of the stuff that the lizards are leaving behind? I don't know. So in spaces where, the windows may not be finite and definite, and glass front is solid, and something you can slide open and close, you may have an issue with dust. So that's like the biggest, that's the thing that talk homeowners out of getting open shelving. That's what they use to talk them out of it, like, oh, the dust. But if you are putting your dishes in upside down, or they're standing up, or you use them regularly, these are your everyday dishes, or you have something decorative, it's like, how often are you really cleaning dust? I don't know. You don't have to have your entire kitchen with, above walls of open cabinetry. You don't of open shelving. You don't have to do that. But I think it's a great touch. Me personally, I love it, especially in kitchens that are like not like super formal. I think it is very utilitarian. That's my opinion. Something else that's really awesome. I mean, dishwasher drawers have been on the market, but having a dishwasher that is not seated on the floor, you may not be able to bend. You do have that option. You can have a dishwasher that is mounted higher up at starting at counter height. You can have dishwashers installed the same way you would have maybe a wall oven installed. They can be installed above ground, right? They don't have to be on the actual ground. Let me see what else here. Drawers instead of cabinets. That is so handy. Talking about ergonomics. Ergonomics is going to continue pushing the envelope on how humans are going to be using this space and how kitchens need to be designed. Okay, this is one of the number one reasons why you do not want your installer or your cabinet guy to kind of just like design your kitchen for you. Think about how do you use it, especially if you're a regular, if you're really domesticated. When you do go in the kitchen and cook, you're throwing down, you're in there all day long. You have to think about how often do I use my kitchen? What is the usability of my kitchen? What is my magic triangle? Where is my workspace happening? What appliances am I moving continuously back and forth between? So you have to think about the flow of your human body. So ergonomics are always going to play a big part in it, okay? So we talked about the higher dishwashers. And so the drawers instead of cabinets. You can have cabinet doors. It looks like cabinet doors from the outside, but instead of it being a fixed cabinet where you have to go stand on a stool that climb up to go and see what's going on inside, or you have to get on the floor and look up in and under the cabinet for the stuff that you lost and you can't find. No, it's like no more of that going on. You can just pull these cabinets out like your drawers in your bedroom. If you have a dresser table, or if you have a case piece furniture and it has that big drawer. That is what our kitchens are they are becoming user friendly, ergonomic friendly, back friendly, right? How do I twist? How do I move? Am I going to continuously make this regular movement? That type of thing. Ergonomics are such a big deal. That's the reason why people have injuries and they just do a desk job. That's where the injury comes from. The injury comes from them not properly being accommodated for the tasks and movements of the body on a regular, steady basis every single day. They're there at that job 45 hours a week. And imagine you're doing the same little movement and you're doing this. Yeah, you're going to get an injury, especially if you're not doing any kind of weight training and all that other kind of stuff, right? I'm not here to judge. All right. And then lighting inside your cabinets. Lighting inside of the cabinets are, because people are doing glass front cabinets, to my beautiful relief. I'm like so excited about that. It's like, why does everything have to be a door everywhere you turn? God, I think I'm going to talk about that when I collaborate with Karmic Currency and we do the talk about, spiritual and flow and feng shui and all of that other kind of stuff. Depending on the kind of person you are, you may not want to see a closed door every time you turn around in your home. No. We got to always see possibility, but that's for a whole nother time. Okay. And then last, and my favorite, is porcelain plank. I am such a huge fan of porcelain plank. Porcelain plank, I think, is the friend to people that are doing rehabs and flips, and they want houses to sell quickly when they go on the market. The key is to make sure that you are matching your grout correctly. That is the key, okay? And not having a lazy installer, but God, that's the key to everything, right? It doesn't matter if it's wood plank, marble, my God. You do not want somebody who is just really just lazy and just like could care less if they're doing excellent, or they're trying to do something that's the quickest way out, which is probably 12-inch square tile, but we're not using 12-inch square tile anymore. Okay, so porcelain plank is fantastic. The higher the ceiling height, the larger the plank, if you can muster it. Okay, the greater the square footage, the larger the plank. All right, make sure your grout is matching your plank. Feel free to reach me if you need consultation or if you need projects monitored. Okay, Shamrondi.